Hello, friends. Today I want to discuss with you. Have you ever thought of, since so many years you had been using softwares like Tally or any other ERP, maybe in so many years you would have not felt or have come across that systems, PCs, they all of a sudden fail without giving any notice. It may not have happened with you, but in my 30, 40 years experience, I observed sometimes it happens that all of a sudden PC do not boot up, it doesn't start, and maybe the hardware guy will come and fix. But whatever he can fix is if the machine is live. Sometimes it happens that the hard disk has failed, or sometimes the hardware guy takes time to reach you. So, in minimum time, how can you make your day to day or continuous operation with the minimal stoppage of your work? Since last 15 days, I have seen at two of my client places, all of a sudden their dispatch to Bajaj got hold up. They just made the bills and they were just about to get them printed, and the PC stopped. So they called up checked up that it was not showing any power. They thought that the SMPS has failed, but anyhow they took decision to, and it was in a far distance away from the main city. So it took 2 hours for them, their person, to take the PC to the repair center because the repair guy or their hardware person would have not been reached in that time. So at that moment the Bajaj supply do not stop, they should not get debit, something of that sort. Or maybe day before yesterday, one of my friend and client, all of a sudden he just made the bill in Tally and the machine became unbootable. It was not detecting the SSD, SATA SSD he had. It was always showing the BIOS setup, that just press F2 and get into the BIOS. So, looking at this, all such scenarios and the dependency today on the e-invoice or non-stoppable billing like point of sales malls, where the products are barcoded, the prices are printed on the stickers. So, if that type of thing or that system holds up, can you really bear that? Can you make the bills manually? And what will happen, say, in case of a point of sale or the mall stock? How can you make bills manually? Or what will happen if you start making bills manually? What will about their stock entries? So, keeping in mind this, it is not just to scare you, but to aware you that you should have provision so that your system or your data can be rapidly restored. You see, the hardware guy can download, say, let it be Tally, let it be SQL, let it be anything. They can download the software and install on another PC. But from where are they going to get your data? The data is with you, and you have not taken care, and you have believed that yes, I have backup. If you have backup, mostly I have seen people take backup on the same PC. If that PC is not starting, or that hard disk is dead, your SSD is dead, or anything is dead, how you can recover rapidly that data is a big question that you should to pay attention how to handle such situations. Since last 4 5 years, the cloud has taken up in a big way. So at least minimum you should have a mechanism to have automatic backup, that is called as scheduling. The PCs and the softwares are so capable today that you can schedule the backups so that at a given point of time when the backups can be taken, which is a necessity, and that backup there are principles. The backup should be on the local PC, on the external hard disk, and the backup should be away from the geographical location. Say in case of fire, theft, or any natural calamity, it can break your system. You can build the system, but from where are you going to get that data? You have to keep in mind that you store your data physically away from your PCs. So cloud is the best place to have automated backup. Even Tally Prime 7.1 has now enabled scheduled backup. Earlier they didn't had, the other users have to come out of the tally and the backup has to be taken, but now they have improvised. They are providing scheduler backup even if the users are working on the system. Tally is giving you 1 GB space free for the silver user, that is single user, or for multi user they are giving you 3 GB cloud space free to have a scheduled backup on Tally Cloud. You must take advantage of that. The people, those who are using other softwares, they can opt or they can ask their software vendors to push their data on whatever cloud, or the you can have a 15 GB free account. You can have Google account. So on Google Drive, you will get 15 GB. On such things, you can take backup. If you think or you will ask what will be the cost of Azure backup, see for a backup of storage of 5 GB, it will not cost you more than 1500 rupees a year. But if you keep the data up to 5 GB, and I don't think that your data of accounting will go above, and certainly if it goes above then it's a big business, and you can certainly pay that peanuts for the cloud storage. So I highly recommend and request all of users to think in this line and do not believe that nothing happens. The failures will not come informing you, they can happen all of a sudden. So I think you must think that you should have a provision for backup at a very minimal cost. If you want to know or discuss on this, you can write to me to my email asushil at gmail.com, asushil at the rate gmail.com, or you can call me on my cell number 98226 10809. Thank you.